Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Clayton Kershaw's retirement from Major League Baseball has sent shockwaves through the entire sports world, and the Dodgers organization is now facing scrutiny like never before. For years, Kershaw was the face of the franchise, carrying the team through countless seasons with his signature precision on the mound. And yet, in a stunning revelation, he has accused the Dodgers of betrayal. Sources close to the pitcher suggest that tensions have been simmering for months behind the scenes, with Kershaw feeling increasingly sidelined by management decisions and contract negotiations that seem to undervalue his contribution. Fans are now left wondering how a player who gave so much could feel so underappreciated, and social media has erupted with debates, memes, and theories about what really happened. Insider whispers point to a combination of internal politics, player disagreements, and ownership decisions that may have led Kershaw to this dramatic exit, casting a shadow over what was supposed to be a celebrated career finale. Analysts are dissecting every word of his statements, highlighting the phrase, "I was betrayed," as evidence of a deeper conflict within the Dodgers' locker room culture. The retirement announcement itself was almost cinematic, released during a press conference that quickly became a media frenzy. Kershaw, typically composed and measured, did not hold back, criticizing management and hinting at unresolved disputes that had lingered for years. Those present described an atmosphere charged with tension, with reporters scrambling to capture every nuance of his remarks. The pitcher's comments suggest that the internal dynamics of the Dodgers may have been far more complicated than previously thought, involving not only contractual disagreements, but also issues of respect, trust, and loyalty. Fans and commentators alike are speculating about which decisions specifically led to this fallout, from player trades to coaching changes, and how these moves may have alienated one of the team's most iconic figures. The conversation has expanded beyond the field, touching on broader themes of athlete treatment, organizational culture, and the sometimes unseen pressures that come with being a star player in a high-profile franchise. Meanwhile, former teammates have offered cryptic statements on social media, fueling the fire and giving the rumor mill more material to dissect. Reports indicate that Kershaw had expressed dissatisfaction for some time, though few expected him to make such strong public accusations. His reputation as a humble, team-first player made this revelation particularly shocking, prompting speculation about what could have driven him to speak out so candidly. Industry insiders are suggesting that the pitcher may have felt isolated, with management prioritizing younger talent or different strategic directions, effectively marginalizing his influence and voice within the organization. This has raised questions about leadership within the Dodgers and how even legendary players can sometimes be caught in the crossfire of organizational politics. Fans, meanwhile, are divided between those who feel the team failed a legend and those who speculate that Kershaw's own expectations may have contributed to a breakdown in relations. The situation highlights the precarious balance between personal legacy and team objectives, especially when a player has spent more than a decade contributing to a franchise's identity. Analysts are comparing this scenario to other high-profile departures in sports history, noting similarities in how elite athletes navigate the tension between loyalty and self-respect. The timing of Kershaw's announcement has added fuel to the speculation, coinciding with the offseason when teams typically reassess rosters and make strategic moves. Some insiders suggest that Kershaw's decision was influenced by ongoing negotiations regarding his contract extension, with indications that he may have felt undervalued or sidelined in conversations about his future. The phrase, "I was betrayed," has become a rallying cry for fans on social media, with hashtags trending and discussion threads multiplying across platforms. Analysts have noted that the statement could have multiple layers, hinting not only at personal grievances, but also at broader organizational missteps that may have eroded trust over time. Commentators are dissecting potential interactions with front office executives, coaching staff, and even fellow players, attempting to piece together the full story behind what appears to be a dramatic fracture in a previously celebrated relationship. The narrative emerging from this retirement announcement is one of tension, disillusionment, and unresolved conflict, painting a picture of a sports organization struggling to reconcile legacy, loyalty, and business priorities. Adding to the intrigue, unnamed sources have hinted at internal meetings where Kershaw's concerns may have been dismissed or minimized, escalating a sense of frustration that ultimately led to his public declaration. The story has sparked debates on sports talk shows and podcasts, with pundits speculating about whether the Dodgers could have prevented this outcome or if the separation was inevitable given differing visions for the team's future. Fans are dissecting past games, trades, and managerial decisions, searching for clues that could validate Kershaw's claims, while social media threads have become forums for theories ranging from financial disagreements to personal conflicts within the locker room. The situation has also reignited discussions about how franchises manage superstar players, balancing the need for fresh talent with respect for veteran contributions. Every statement Kershaw has made since his retirement is being analyzed for hidden meanings, potential revelations, and hints at future moves, feeding a narrative that is equal parts scandal, intrigue, and heartfelt farewell. The buzz around this story shows no signs of slowing, as fans and media alike attempt to unravel the true story behind the sudden departure of a Dodgers legend. Experts are now focusing on the implications of Kershaw's departure for the Dodgers' long-term strategy, suggesting that the organization may face challenges in maintaining cohesion and morale. The loss of such a high-profile, respected figure can create ripples through the team, affecting both player confidence and fan perception. Analysts are exploring the potential ripple effects on ticket sales, sponsorships, and media coverage, emphasizing that the cultural impact of losing a franchise icon can be as significant as any on-field consequences. The story also raises broader questions about leadership accountability, communication within sports organizations, and the ways in which even highly successful teams can falter behind closed doors. Commentators are drawing comparisons to similar situations in professional sports history, highlighting patterns of conflict, perceived betrayal, and the delicate balance of managing superstar athletes. The narrative of Kershaw feeling betrayed resonates deeply with fans, not just as a critique of the Dodgers, but as a cautionary tale about the importance of trust, transparency, and respect in high-stakes environments where careers, reputations, and legacies are on the line. In the wake of these revelations, speculation has intensified about the next steps for Kershaw and the Dodgers organization alike. Rumors are swirling about potential trades, front office shakeups, and even the possibility of Kershaw pursuing roles beyond the mound, perhaps in broadcasting, mentoring, or other ventures that allow him to maintain influence in baseball without returning to the team he once led. The media frenzy has created a feedback loop of rumor and counter-rumor, with every new post or interview analyzed for hidden meaning, confirmation, or contradiction. Fans are weighing in passionately, debating whether Kershaw's claims are justified or exaggerated, while former players and colleagues provide context, anecdotes, and sometimes cryptic affirmations that fuel further speculation. The narrative of betrayal, mixed with admiration for Kershaw's accomplishments, has transformed this story from a simple retirement announcement into a multifaceted saga of intrigue, discontent, and legacy. In essence, what was meant to be a celebratory farewell has morphed into a cautionary tale, exposing the fragile balance between personal achievement and organizational politics, and highlighting just how complicated life in professional sports can be. Finally, the public reaction has been both immediate and intense, with trending topics, viral posts, and a constant stream of analysis dominating sports media channels. Kershaw's legacy as one of baseball's greatest pitchers is undisputed, yet the revelation of internal conflict adds a complex layer to how fans and historians will remember his time with the Dodgers. Analysts emphasize that this moment underscores the importance of organizational culture, communication, and respect, as even the most successful franchises can face crises when trust erodes. The story has become a case study in sports management, athlete advocacy, and public relations, with each new rumor and revelation adding depth to an already rich narrative. Fans continue to watch closely, anticipating follow-ups, interviews, and potential reconciliations, while the rumor mill churns at full speed, eager to uncover the truth behind the words, I was betrayed. Clayton Kershaw's departure has become more than a retirement. It's a window into the high-stakes, high-drama world of professional baseball, where legacies are built, reputations are tested, and behind-the-scenes battles can redefine how we remember even the greatest of athletes. Whispers from inside the Dodgers organization suggest that Kershaw's retirement might only be the tip of the iceberg, hinting at a series of internal fractures that have gone unnoticed by the public for years. According to sources, the pitcher's frustration had been mounting over what he perceived as favoritism toward younger players, strategic decisions that undermined his role, and a lack of transparent communication from the front office. Some insiders believe that the tension escalated during late-season meetings, where Kershaw felt his opinions were dismissed or ignored, leading to a growing sense of alienation. Social media users have been dissecting his every word, analyzing tone, body language, and phrasing to extract hidden meanings, while podcasts and sports channels speculate on the unseen conflicts behind closed doors. Fans are increasingly questioning whether the Dodgers' leadership has prioritized short-term gains over loyalty to their star players, and debates rage about whether management miscalculated the cultural impact of pushing a franchise icon towards such a public declaration. Analysts point out that in professional sports, loyalty is often transactional, but Kershaw's dramatic choice to speak out has spotlighted the human cost of these organizational decisions. The narrative unfolding is no longer just about a player retiring. It's about betrayal, fractured trust, and the delicate balance between legacy and ambition in a highly scrutinized environment. Adding more intrigue, anonymous insiders suggest that the relationship between Kershaw and certain members of the front office had deteriorated over the years, with key decisions leaving him feeling sidelined despite his status as a team leader. Rumors have circulated about disagreements over contract negotiations, salary structures, and the prioritization of younger pitchers over seasoned veterans, each fueling the narrative of betrayal. The baseball community has reacted with a mixture of shock and fascination, dissecting past seasons to identify potential turning points in Kershaw's relationship with management. Analysts are debating whether the pitcher's public statements represent a culmination of long-standing grievances or a response to recent events that pushed him toward the spotlight. The narrative resonates with fans because it exposes the human side of professional sports, showing that even highly respected athletes are vulnerable to organizational politics, miscommunication, and emotional strain. Social media platforms have become arenas for debate, with hashtags trending and viral posts dissecting every nuance of Kershaw's words. The situation has become a case study in leadership, loyalty, and the complexities of managing elite talent, highlighting how public perception can shift dramatically when an iconic figure publicly challenges an organization's culture. Speculation has also turned toward the Dodgers' internal morale, with observers suggesting that Kershaw's departure could create ripple effects beyond his personal absence. Teammates, coaches, and staff are reportedly navigating an environment now colored by uncertainty, with questions about leadership, recognition, and future direction dominating locker room conversations. Analysts are pointing out that losing a franchise icon not only affects on-field performance, but also impacts fan engagement, team branding, and the broader organizational identity. Rumors hint that internal meetings have been hastily convened to address the fallout, though details remain scarce, fueling further intrigue. The narrative surrounding Kershaw's exit continues to evolve, blending fact, conjecture, and insider perspective into a compelling saga that captures both the passion of sports fans and the high-stakes nature of professional baseball. Online communities are actively theorizing about what management could have done differently, generating debates over ethical leadership, strategic planning, and the role of superstar athletes in shaping organizational culture. This ongoing conversation underscores the tension between individual legacy and institutional priorities, highlighting the challenges that arise when trust is compromised in a high-pressure, public-facing environment. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Meanwhile, pundits and former players have weighed in, offering cryptic commentary that seems designed to provoke further discussion rather than provide concrete answers. Some have praised Kershaw for his courage in speaking out, framing his statement as a stand for integrity and respect, while others caution against jumping to conclusions without full context. The ambiguity surrounding his claims has become fertile ground for speculation, as fans dissect past games, trades, and interviews for potential clues. Analysts emphasize that these situations are rarely black and white, with overlapping factors of personal expectations, team strategy, and organizational politics creating a complex tapestry. Social media discourse amplifies the story, blending rumor with opinion, historical parallels, and theoretical insights, producing a narrative that is simultaneously compelling and elusive. The story's momentum shows no signs of slowing, with every new rumor, clarification, or ambiguous statement fueling further debate. Kershaw's retirement has thus evolved into a multidimensional saga, blending athletic achievement, personal grievance, and organizational intrigue into a narrative that captures the imagination of fans and analysts alike and demonstrates the unpredictable drama inherent in professional sports. Adding yet another layer, some insiders speculate that Kershaw's decision to retire now may have been influenced by timing with league-wide developments, including team trades, draft picks, and emerging talent pools. These elements, combined with his perceived marginalization within the Dodgers, could have created a tipping point, prompting him to make a definitive public statement. Fans and analysts are debating whether the timing was purely strategic or emotionally driven, while online forums dissect the sequence of events leading to his departure. Observers are also speculating on how the Dodgers might respond in the short and long term, from potential organizational restructuring to communication initiatives aimed at mitigating reputational damage. The story has become a compelling mix of personal narrative and professional intrigue, illustrating how the actions of a single player can reverberate through an entire franchise. Commentary across sports media has turned a retirement into a lens for examining leadership dynamics, trust, and respect in high-performance environments. Fans continue to engage in fervent discussion, with each rumor analyzed for hidden meaning and implications, reflecting both the enduring legacy of Kershaw's career and the profound shock of the revelations surrounding his departure. The unfolding saga has also drawn attention from cultural and media analysts, who suggest that Kershaw's statement may resonate beyond baseball, touching on broader societal themes of fairness, loyalty, and personal integrity. Observers note that public figures speaking candidly about perceived betrayal can catalyze discussions about workplace dynamics, respect for experience, and the emotional toll of professional pressure. Social media conversations have reflected these themes, with fans and commentators debating not only the specifics of Kershaw's situation, but also the larger implications for athlete treatment and organizational accountability. Industry insiders suggest that this incident could influence how other teams approach player relations, contract negotiations, and leadership communication, serving as a cautionary tale for franchises across sports. The narrative continues to develop, with each new rumor, clarification, or insider comment adding texture and complexity to the story. Fans remain captivated, dissecting every possible angle, while media outlets amplify the intrigue with continuous analysis, interviews, and expert commentary. In essence, Kershaw's retirement has become a focal point for conversations about power, respect, and trust, transforming a personal career decision into a phenomenon that reverberates far beyond the baseball diamond. Questions also linger about Kershaw's personal future, with speculation regarding whether he will remain involved in baseball in a different capacity or fully step away from sport. Rumors have surfaced about potential media roles, mentorship opportunities, or advisory positions that could leverage his experience while keeping him at a distance from the Dodgers organization. Analysts note that such moves would allow Kershaw to maintain influence in the sport, even as he publicly distances himself from a team he now claims betrayed him. Fans are torn between admiration for his accomplishments and curiosity about the underlying story that drove him to retire with such strong statements. Social media platforms continue to dissect his every move, with trending topics, hashtags, and viral discussions creating a digital echo chamber that amplifies the saga. Pundits emphasize that the story is far from over, as subsequent decisions, interviews, or revelations could dramatically shift the narrative. Kershaw's retirement has thus evolved into an ongoing spectacle, blending rumor, legacy, and organizational intrigue into a story that captivates sports fans, analysts, and the general public alike, highlighting the enduring power of a single athlete's voice in shaping perceptions of trust and respect. Finally, the narrative surrounding Clayton Kershaw's departure from the Dodgers has crystallized into one of the most captivating sports stories in recent memory, blending achievement, betrayal, and organizational drama into a compelling saga. Fans and commentators continue to parse every detail, from his carefully chosen words to the timing of his retirement, constructing theories that range from strategic miscalculation to personal disillusionment. The story highlights the human dimension of professional sports, demonstrating that even elite athletes, celebrated for their skill and dedication, are vulnerable to complex interpersonal and organizational dynamics. As speculation persists, the broader lessons of Kershaw's experience, trust, respect, and loyalty, resonate beyond baseball, offering insight into how professional relationships can fracture under pressure. The Dodgers now face the challenge of navigating public perception, internal morale, and long-term strategy in the wake of his departure, while fans continue to debate, theorize, and relive every moment that led to this dramatic revelation. Kershaw's retirement, punctuated by the words, "I was betrayed," has transcended a simple career ending, becoming a case study in the interplay of legacy, organizational culture, and personal integrity, ensuring that the saga will be dissected, discussed, and remembered for years to come. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.